Hey everybody, it's Rob with Cherry City Guns and Ammo, and today we're taking a look at a Ruger Super Redhawk chambered in 480 Ruger. Woo! Stick around. Alright, once again we are shooting a Ruger Super Redhawk, and this is chambered in 480 Ruger. A lot of people are not familiar with this caliber. It's a caliber that never really caught on, and if you own one in 2023 and you want to shoot it, you better be able to hand load. This does not belong to me. This belongs to a buddy of mine that plans on carrying this and trying to use it to harvest a deer this year. I'm making a lot of rounds for him to shoot because I have that capability, because he couldn't really find any factory ammo. He found a little bit of factory ammo online, but the price they were charging was astronomical. Crazy thing is, it's even hard to find loading components to load 480 Ruger because it just didn't take off. So what we're actually having to do, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this here, but that is 475 line bob brass, which is just a hair longer than 480 Ruger. And we're having to trim this down and making 480 Ruger brass out of 475 line bob brass. It would be like trimming down a 357 Magnum brass down to a 38 Special. It's about what the difference is. And then I'm casting up the bullets. It's a 405 grain flat nose cast lead bullet. It's a Lee mold, and we're loading these up to not maximum pressure, but they're up there. And so far it seems to shoot pretty good. Let's do some more shooting. Now I'm going to tell you, he has this gun sighted in, the scope is sighted in with some lighter bullets with hollow points, and he's got it sighted in for use for hunting. These cast lead bullets are hitting a little higher, so I'm gonna have to do some adjustments, so don't judge me too hard for my misses because I'm having to hold a little bit low because we have different impact point. But yeah, we don't want to mess with where it's sighted in because hunting season is pretty much rolling. Oh, that was me, that was an anticipation of recoil. This thing, let's hit our Scoops TV plate. Still hitting a little high. Oh! This thing just hits so hard. I'm totally flinching, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually not that bad. You know, it's almost as big a diameter bullet as a 500 Smith & Wesson, but it doesn't recoil nearly that hard. It's like a really stout 44 Magnum. And that's not too bad. It maybe a little more stout than a 44 Magnum, but not by a ridiculous amount. And I'm kind of surprised that it didn't catch on, because if you wanted to handgun hunt, this would be a super capable handgun hunting caliber. I mean, you have similar ballistics as a 44 Magnum as far as in flight. Maybe just a hair more recoil, but a ton more energy gets delivered to the target. I mean, it really would be a fantastic handgun hunting cartridge, and I think you go with some bigger game if you really wanted to. Just, not shooting them super far away. I think it's a great option. I just don't know why I didn't catch on better, other than the fact that it came out pretty close to the same time as the 500 Smith & Wesson, and I think that kind of stole all the hype for being the big heavy hitter. But to be honest with you, and this is from somebody who owns a 500 Smith & Wesson, loves shooting his 500 Smith & Wesson, this actually has a lot more practical use than a 500 Smith & Wesson. You could hunt with a 500 Smith & Wesson, but it's so overboard. It's really overboard. You don't need anything like that for hunting. This is really a much more balanced hunting cartridge, in my opinion. So I'm actually surprised that this didn't take off a little better. I think the 500 Smith & Wesson just stole all the hype. Now, let's see. We'll go over here. There's our 60-yard targets. Let's see about hitting our 60-yard silhouette here. If I can make sure I don't, flinch or anything like that. Well, obviously I hit it, but I knocked it right off the bracket. Let's shoot the red plate at 60 yards. Not sure where that hit. I lose sight of the target, so I have no idea if I'm hitting high or low. I'm gonna hold a little lower just in case I'm going. Jeez, I have no idea. Okay, that time I actually held right on it, so I guess maybe it's not hitting too high at 60 yards then. Yeah, 2 for 2 while it's rocking. Not too shabby. Oh. Okay. So we can hit with some pretty decent consistency at 60 yards. So I definitely think this is going to be a capable handgun hunting round and gun. Look at the size of these freaking torpedoes. It's so cool. They're all about the same length as a 44 Magnum, pretty close. Just a fair amount fatter. So we know we can hold right on at 60 yards. We don't have to hold high. So just for grins, let's see if I can do anything at 100 yards. Let's go way out there. There's our 100-yard backstop, and you can see our 100-yard silhouette out there. Let's see if I can hit the 100-yard silhouette. Nice. First try at 100 yards. 2 for 2. Guaranteed I'll screw this up. Oh, come on. 3 for 3. 4 for 4. Holy cow. Thank you very much. I've got an audience. I guarantee you that is the first time I've ever gone 6 for 6 at 100 yards with any revolver. I think I might have to steal this. I think that's going to be a good handgun, hunting gun. I like it. It's stout. It's not a beginner's gun. It's got some good recoil to it, but it seems to shoot. And hopefully my buddy will get a chance to actually kill something with it. I'm impressed. I'm going to shoot this some more. But I just want to have you take a quick look at it and see what the good old Ruger 480 Ruger, sorry, is capable of. And it's pretty cool. It's too bad it didn't catch on, because now you can get the guns for cheap. That's the one good thing, because you can't find any ammo. You can get the guns for a good price. So if you're a hand loader, you have the ability to hand load, might not be a bad option if you can find one at a good price, because that's a hell of a hog leg right there. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed shooting it, because that thing's super cool. And in a nice chest rig, what more could you want for hunting with a handgun? Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video. All right, we're going to try this over again. We ended up having some battery issues. We're having a hard time buying 2,006 feet per second on those 325s. So we're going to shoot everything over again now that we got a fresh battery in there. So this time we've got the 405 grainers first. Got 2 of them in there just in case we have an error. That says 1989. So maybe the 2006 was legit on the 325s. That was 1989 with the cast. Here goes the 325 jacketed. And that's saying 1965. I'm going to shoot another one of those. I'm going to shoot another one of both, because I have a hard time buying. So what's this one? This one is going to be 325 grain hollow point first. That says 2005. I'll be damned. And that's 1964. That's pretty darn fast for both of them. I'm really surprised how fast the 405 grain's coming out. That is way faster than the reloading book says, but this is also a longer barrel than the test gun in the reloading book. The primers are a little bit flattened, but not terrible. Really, they're not. The cast load primers are not any more flat than the primers from the factory loaded stuff. So I feel like we're perfectly safe on our pressures that we're running here. I'm impressed. I'm really, really impressed. That's smoking. You should see the numbers up here by now, but I think they're going to be really, really high. Anyway, we'll cut back to the rest of the video.